Hey everybody, Glenn here with another HGA grade reveal video. Today is not a blind reveal by any stretch of the imagination. I am getting a return order back to me. So this order was sent in once, came back needing some pretty significant corrections. And sorry about my dogs barking in the background there. So we'll go through that here. It wasn't a very good experience, but this was kind of like before they like really just shut it down and said, okay, we've got to do something about this. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but essentially I'll throw up the TRT time here. So basically this was a 10-day order. I submitted on May 22nd. You can see they got it and they received it by the 25th. They put it right in their system the same day. Everything going well. The grading process there you can see was 37 days, which in reality it wasn't. It was originally 18 days in the grading process. From that point, it was returned back to me. I got it back, I want to say on the 22nd of June. I actually did a video, but this was like right after the whole Barry Sanders thing, and I ended up having to send the order back, so I didn't even post the video. I sent it back. They got it that Friday, which I believe was the 25th or something like that. Waited till about Thursday of the following week. Hadn't heard anything back. Didn't see anything. No emails, no nothing. So I tried getting a hold of them. You know, they couldn't find the package. They were asking me for tracking numbers, so I had to track down the tracking number. Got back to them. Finally, they said they found the package and had it on Friday. So I had sent this back to the attention of TJ. That was the instruction that I was given. You know, Tyler did kind of reach out to me on Facebook and told me to send it to TJ. So I had, the problem was I had one card that was extremely loose in the case, and it happened to be a 1-of-1. And then every single case was extremely convex. Like bent to the point where it wasn't, you know, minor, where it wouldn't even stack right with a correct case. So that's why I had sent them all back. Well, so after we finally got the whole tracking ordeal worked out, I gave them, you know, another few days. I think it was Wednesday of this past week. Still hadn't heard nothing, so I reached back out to them again. They said that it was on its way back to me as of Tuesday. In reality, it didn't ship till Thursday, and I got it back today. So overall, it was a pretty terrible experience. You can see it ended up being a total of 40 business days between the day I sent it out and the day I actually have it back. I'm hoping they're correct this time. So we're just going to open it up and see what we get. Now, I did have a couple custom labels in here that I had actually created some customs and sent them in with the package. To see if they would, you know, actually use them. They haven't historically. I can tell you when I first got this order back, they had not used them, so I'm guessing that they probably didn't when they corrected them. But we'll find out here. So, and there was also an absolutely terrible custom label in there. So, and we'll just go ahead and get into that one real quick. So this first one is a Jim, wrong one, is a Jim Brown. 1965 Jim Brown. I had sent this in with the picture that you see there was my request for something similar to that for the label. What I had gotten back was not good. I can tell you I just saw this and they did change it. So we'll go ahead and get that off there and I'll show you what I ended up getting. So grade wise, it got a 9.0. 9.5 on corners, 9 on edges, 9 on surface, 8.5 on centering, and you can see they changed this is different than what I had gotten before. So this was actually a really nice card, but I'm not 100% sure that is accurate as far as a grade was concerned. So I might have to reach back out to them and see if something changed or what exactly happened. But there you have that card. I do like this a lot better than the one I had before. The one I had before was like a live nature scene of a beach with a lighthouse in the background. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks really weird with this card. So there you have that one. Next one up is a Joe Montana. This is a score card. I believe it got a 9 the first time I sent it back. And yes, all they did was re-slab this. So this slab has a little bit of a bow to it, but nothing major to send home about it. I mean, the other ones, I literally set them down and push on it. Well, you can kind of see it's rocking there too, but that's probably because it's back to back. So you can see there still is a little bit of bowing on these cases, but that's pretty standard to what I've gotten from them before. This, I mean, before I'd set this down on a flat surface and it just rock. So unfortunately, yeah, these grades I had expected better when I sent this in, obviously, but there must have been something pretty rough with the surface. It's so hard with these junk wax era cards, but I can see that they used the cases with the thicker ribs in them, which I like because the cards do not have the ability to really move around like they did before. So there's the Joe Montana. Next card up is a Baker Mayfield. This is from 2019 Unparalleled. This is a Galactic Parallel. And it had gotten a 9.0 as well. Almost got a 9.5. She got the 9s and then the 2 9.5s. So I had been hoping that this would get a 9.5, which it almost did. But I kind of, when I sent these ones in, I knew there were some issues with them. So I wasn't really expecting 9.5s, to be honest with you. And I didn't get it. That is just a normal, I believe, match card label, which it's a little bland, but I don't mind it. I think it looks fine. So that's that one. I'll save this one for last. So this next one is the other one that I had sent in a label on. I'll go ahead and throw that up there. You've kind of already seen it. So this is a Baker Mayfield from 2018 Honors, number 215. This only ended up getting a 9. I actually thought it would get better than that. But you can see the suggestion, what I had, and then this is what they ended up giving me. Again, almost pulled off a 9.5, but not quite. But overall, I don't mind the custom label on this one. Like I said, I'd seen it already. I'm just throwing this one up here to show you kind of what I had suggested versus what I got. And it's pretty comparable to what I've seen historically. I've sent suggestions in and very rarely do they match, but I like this one, so I don't really have an issue with it. So there you have that, a nice Baker Mayfield. Like I said, I was hoping for a 9.5 on that particular one, but only ended up pulling off the 9. And then this last one, this is a Chase Young 1 of 1. I knew this one had some corner issues when I sent it in, but it was a 1 of 1. And like I collect Browns and Ohio State players, so for that reason I had sent this in. Previously, this thing just walked all over the place. I mean, when I pulled it out, it was completely outside of the ribs. The case was clearly not the right size case for it. So you can see it got a 10 auto, and they got a 9 overall, and it had gotten an 8.5 on corners, which, like I said, I had kind of anticipated, and I did want to see if this thing had any significant damage from just rattling all over the place in that case. It doesn't really appear like it did, so that's good. So you can see that this one and this one are almost identical from a label perspective, which is a little strange because this one was team match and this one was card match. And with the exception of the color here being red and the color there being like a silverish, it's almost the identical label, which is a little strange, but I actually like it better on this one than I do on this one, for the record. But overall, I don't mind either one of them. So overall, I would say, with the exception of the fact that the timing was really bad, they were way late on the 10-day to begin with, and then when I got them, there was damage. When I sent them back in, they were extremely slow to get the corrections done and through their system. So this, I'm hoping, will be my last, what I'll call a bad order with HGA. I did on my last video, if anybody watched it with the Chubbs and the Denzel Ward, they had sent the wrong label with the Denzel Ward. So I probably am going to send that back in and try out their new return system they've got set up on their website to see if maybe the tracking is a little bit better, things don't get lost. I mean, I know I've had to send stuff back a few times. Sometimes I'm putting in attention Bishop, sometimes I'm putting in attention TJ, sometimes it's attention Cole. So I don't exactly know what and why, the different stuff. And then to be 100% honest with you, I'm going to actually reach out to them about this Jim Brown. I don't believe this got a 9 the first time I sent it in. And actually you can see there's some kind of hair or something. Oh, that was on the outside of the case. Okay. So I don't know if that's a mistake or what. I mean, the card was in fantastic condition. But yeah, this got a 9.5 on corners, which I don't think is legit. So I may end up having to send this one back in yet again. Sadly, it would be for a lower grade. But I don't want to have a grade that's misrepresented here. So I'll have to follow up with them on this and make sure that that's the right grade for that card. If it is, I'd obviously be ecstatic to have this card in 9.0 mint. But we'll have to see. I'll reach out to him and find out. And I'll let you guys know in a later video. So overall, I'm happy with the order. I mean, I'm not upset with the grades or anything that I got. I'm not terribly upset with anything other than just the service level. Again, it was just bad. Now, being that HGA has since they cut off submissions there for a while, and they've made lots of changes, and they've expanded, and they've got all these new things in place. And I will say that my last order, with the exception of the Denzel Ward label being incorrect, went really well. So I mean, it was a 10-day order. It got done in exactly 10 days. It came back to me on time as planned. I didn't have any issues with the cases, the labels. We're not moving around. There was nothing significantly wrong other than the fact that they just put the wrong label on the card. So hopefully I can get that rectified. And hopefully these, I've got a couple orders left. I have one order. It's a 6-card order that should be getting finalized this coming week. So I should be doing another one of these videos later this week for that order. I'm anticipating, if they hit their timing, which it seems like they're getting better at doing, it should ship out to me probably Monday or Tuesday of this coming week. And then I'll have a video up probably later in the week, because if that's the case, I'll probably get them back around Thursday, Friday, Saturday timeline. And then I do have a couple CSG ones coming up that I also need to take a look at. So I should be getting one of the, I was supposed to get one of those back today, actually, but it got delayed by FedEx, so hopefully it'll arrive tomorrow as planned. And then I have 2 more. That one's a 10-day order with CSG, or I'm sorry, not a 10-day, but a express order with them, which I believe when I sent it in was around 10-day turnaround, and it's way late. And then I have another standard order with them that at the time I sent it in was 47 days, which it's not anywhere close to being 47 days. But the one that I'm getting back tomorrow actually was the last order I sent in. It's coming back to me tomorrow, like 20 some days early. So CSG is a little bit weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's very inconsistent. But anyways, I got some nice vintage stuff that I sent into them that I'll be looking to show you guys here. over the next couple videos. So overall, not a great experience. I'm happy with the cards. Obviously, I'm happy with the grades and the labels now that everything's been fixed. You know, like I said, I'm just hoping that HGA, hopefully this is my last like big problem order with these guys. I've still got, like I said, one 30-day that should be coming back next week, and I believe I have 3 60-day orders out with them as well that'll start coming back, I want to say late August. So I'm still doing business with them. Obviously, I'm not using the 60-day service for any reason other than the cards that I'm sending in are not as valuable as some of the cards I've sent up to this point. I've been sending a lot of 101s, a lot of, you know, case hits like this one, a lot of low numbered stuff like this numbered to 15. You know, this one obviously is, you know, I mean, you can't argue with Jim Brown. And then this Chase Young being a 101. This was kind of one of the last orders I had that had like heavy products like that in it. So obviously I wasn't willing to spend the $35 on the grading for those cards. So there you have it, guys. Hope to have another video up this week. Breaks are getting a little bit better on the channel, thankfully. We actually sold out our first break this past Saturday. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good break as far as the product that we pulled out. But I'll have some throwback stuff coming up this week with some 98 and 2012 product, looking for some Manning and Russell Wilson rookies. So if you're interested in that, please check it out on eBay or join the Facebook group for access to that. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.